The next topic I'm going to start is template with inheritance. Now, when the term inheritance comes, two things comes into my mind. One is my base class, one is my derived class. Okay, now here what I have done is I have created a template class. Do you know this thing? I'm going to have two classes now. So how many times I need to write template class T? One here and one with the other class. Template class T, class alpha I have created with protected data member A, which is of T type. Okay, now class beta, that is inherited from class alpha. Now you need to pass the template parameter here as well. Okay, this T represents beta is also going to access this type, and alpha is also having which type of parameters? T type. Okay, means the data type for alpha and beta will be same. That is either both will be integer, both will be float, okay, or both will be char. Now get data function I have made here. Now obviously if it is a protected data, in inheritance we keep our data members protected so that I can access them in the derived class. So in get function, B is its own member, so I am going to access B directly. But in case of templates, how I am going to inherit the data members of base class? See here, first I am going to write class name. What is the normal order of normal way of writing? Class name and scope resolution operator, my data member name. Here I am going to mention the template parameter. This is the syntax alpha, my template parameter, scope resolution, and A, the data member I am going to have. And similarly, I am going to display that data member as well. Now, whenever I was discussing class template with you, what was the syntax for writing in main? Class name. Now, in case of inheritance, which class object is created? Derived class. The first, how many parameters I have here? One parameter. So, I am passing here int. Okay. One parameter int, and b1 object I have created. Second time I am passing which values? Float values. Again I am repeating, whenever you are going to implement template with inheritance, what you are going to do is here you are going to mention the template parameter for the base class. Okay, and basically this is the syntax for accessing the base class members. Okay, class name, template parameter, and the value, the data member. Okay, now if I am accessing it, b1 dot get. Now b1 object is going to get what type of values? Integer type, means input will be of integer type. Then I am having float, the second input will be of float type. If I execute this program, A and B, okay, float values 5.6, 7.8. Okay, this is all about your template with inheritance. I'll discuss one more program where base class data type will be different and derived class data type will be different. Now coming here, what I have done, template class 1. Class first I have created protected. This is my parameter A1 and A2, means two data members for base class. First is of one type. Input taken here. Now template class 1. Now it is inheriting class 1 means first class, and this is my second class means derived class data members will be having the data members of means the type 2, and first one is going to have type 1. See here, class derived public first and its template parameter mentioned, that is 1. Now taking input this also. Now in here, how to access? Again, class name, type parameter, first parameter and second parameter. What I have done here, multiplication of both, and for the derived I am doing it directly. Now coming to the main function, derived class object created, int float, two parameters, int float means one, these will be of which type, integer, and for two means for the derived class the data members will be of float type. d1.in I am calling in function, d1.in1 I am calling derived class input function and calculation, and the end I am doing the calculations. If I execute, first two values need to be integer, next two values need to be float. See here the answer. This is your concept of template with inheritance.